All across Europe, old paths still wind through the forests. Paths walked for centuries by pilgrims, wanderers, and those searching for something difficult to name. Some places leave the impression that they were noticed long before us. Places where older marks upon the land still endure beside more recent ones. Pilgrimage was never only about the destination. More than that, it was about what the path revealed within oneself. And perhaps even journeys like ours are not entirely different from pilgrimage. People have always searched for meaning in unusual landscapes, especially where stone begins to resemble intention. The Schillerwand, Schiller's cliff, named after the German poet Friedrich Schiller, a towering formation whose massive blocks almost resemble architecture, blurring the boundary between geology and deliberate design. Perhaps it was landscapes like these that inspired the Romantic imagination. Places where the world itself appeared shaped by something deeper than chance. Some places in the forest create the impression of ruins, not built by human hands, yet uncannily evocative of collapse and forgotten ages. The mind instinctively searches for structure within the chaos. Perhaps this is why such places can feel oddly familiar, as though they echo images buried deep within collective memory. After the fractured landscape of the fallen boulders, the forest opens once more onto a formation of quiet permanence. The Luitpoldfelsen, Luitpold's Rock, named after the Bavarian Prince Regent Luitpold of the late 19th century. Rising above the path with the presence of something enduring, a place of shelter beneath immense layers of sandstone. Towering sandstone walls loom above the path, immense and almost cathedral-like in their presence. And below them rests the Gebetbuchfelsen, the prayer book rock, a reminder that unusual landscapes have long inspired not only wonder, but contemplation. If this book could truly be read, perhaps it would reveal sacred mysteries long forgotten by the modern world. The Kugelfelsen, sphere rock, hollowed by immense stretches of time. Massive stone rests improbably upon narrow pillars, forming chambers and openings within the rock. Nature itself seems to have deliberately shaped this formation, not merely for shelter, but for reverence, leaving behind the quiet impression that something about this place resists simple explanation. After encountering formations like these, the forest itself begins to feel changed. Every outcrop, shadow, and weathered stone seems to invite new questions, as though the landscape still holds more than it immediately reveals. and a deep silence seems to settle over the path as the journey continues. A silence shaped not by emptiness, but by presence. And then, once more, the path reminds us that these forests are part of something ancient. Routes woven across the landscape for centuries, possibly even millennia. Paths regarded as sacred today, and perhaps always have been.